Now, Capital Group is a firm that is actively managed. For those people that aren't familiar with that phrase, that means you're not in passive indexes, you're not just buying the S&P 500 index or something like that. But the theory behind passive index funds is that in the end, it's hard to beat the market, so just go into a passive fund. You obviously don't agree with that, is that right?
We've managed active assets for 93 years. If you look at our fixed income results over 5 and 10 years, every single one of our strategies beat the benchmark after fees. If you look at equity results over the long term, 89% of our strategies beat the benchmarks. And the industry as a whole is less than 50, so I can see why some folks would say, can active managers really beat the benchmarks? A lot can't. We have very smart folks and a good process, and we've done that over time. And we will add passive in if we're creating a solution for a client, an active passive blended solution, but we won't manage the passive ourselves. We're active managers.
So on passive, the theory again was that you can't beat the market over a period of time, but if that's wrong and you have been able to beat the market, why doesn't everybody give you their money, and why do the passive funds do so well in terms of getting capital?
Well, a lot of people do give us their money. We manage $2.7 trillion today. Some folks just want cheap beta. Some folks want very low fee and to track the benchmark. And some folks, and it's been difficult for equity managers to beat the benchmark over the last decade. So there's been, if you've owned the S&P 500 over the last 15 years, you've done very, very well. In the long term, we beat those benchmarks. So telling that story, telling the capital advantage, there's a lot of folks who know it. If you look at the US and financial advisors, there's 290,000 financial advisors. 212,000 of those own a Capital Group strategy for their clients. So a lot of folks know us and own us, but active management's had a struggle with a lot of other managers, and we recognize that.